Hello, friends. I'm Rita Boyer, educator at Prospect Presbyterian Church in Maplewood, New Jersey. And I'm so happy that you are joining me for the ConnectEd lesson for February the 20th. Well, last week we celebrated Valentine's Day, February the 14th. I sent out a few Valentines and put a heart-shaped wreath on our front door. I'm sure that you saw some heart-shaped decorations. Maybe you even made a few yourself. Valentine's Day is a celebration of love. And today we're going to hear what Jesus had to say about love. But the kind of love that Jesus talks about is a little different from a Valentine's Day kind of love. On Valentine's Day, we're thinking about the kind of love that makes us want to give someone a gift or a special Valentine because we want them to know that they are special to us. But when Jesus talks about loving people, he's talking about people who might not seem so special to us. He's talking about loving people you might not even want to give a Valentine to. Well, to find out what I mean by that, listen to the story that comes from Luke chapter 6, verses 27 to 38. I'm thankful to the people at Seasons of the Spirit for giving us permission to share their version of the story online. It is called Jesus Talks About Love. Loving is the most important thing we do, Jesus said to his friends. But who should we love? Asked Mary. Yeah, said Peter. We can't just love everybody. Oh, but we can, Peter, said Jesus. It's hard. But why don't you sit down here on the grass? I'll tell you some things about love. Will God help us to love people that are hard to love? Asked Mary. Oh, for sure, Jesus said. When someone does something you don't like, try this. Don't do or say anything for a little bit. Just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out a few more times. God will put an idea in your head, and that idea may be to go and talk it over with some other people. And you know something else? Jesus looked at his friends. When you give away lots of love, you'll find that it comes back to you. When you give love away, you always find that you have more love than what you started with. But what if they just laugh at you? Asked Peter. Or what if they say you're stupid and they just walk away from you? Maybe they even hit you. Well, I didn't say it was easy, Jesus said. And it may take a long time, maybe years, before they stop acting that way. Maybe they never do. But you just keep on trying, over and over and over. It's a good thing to talk to God about it in your prayers. That way you'll become a stronger person each time you show that kind of love. It's God's love. Now, when I was a toddler, I remember thinking that I would run out of kisses. So I thought I should save them because I didn't want to run out. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Well, it sounds silly now, but it wasn't silly at the time. Of course, now I know that we never run out of kisses, just like we never run out of love. In fact, that's one of my favorite parts of the story. When Jesus says, when you give love away, you always find that you have more than what you started with. That doesn't sound possible, does it? If you have cookies and you give them away, you have less. But love is different. It grows the more you give it away. Now, I said the love that Jesus talks about is different from that warm, fuzzy feeling that we have inside. The people who were listening to Jesus in the story were asking about people who are hard to love, because let's face it, some people are just harder than others to love. But that's exactly who Jesus wants us to love. See, Jesus isn't talking about the way we feel about someone. Jesus is talking about the way we treat someone. When Jesus says be loving, he is asking us to be kind. And to help you remember what Jesus means, there is a printable activity sheet at ppcfaithformation.org on the children's page. And there are action words like share, care, forgive, help, pray, because that's the kind of love we're talking about. Would you please pray with me? Loving God, help us to love even those who are hard to love. Amen. Have a great week spreading God's love. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.